Welcome, 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 gorgeous soul, to Live Your Best Life with me, your host, Kat Googe, also known as the Joy Queen. We will be having rich and honest conversations about what feeling joyful really means, how to notice more pockets of joy every day, even on the tough ones, and whether laughter really is the medicine we're missing in our lives. I am super passionate about joy, and I love to teach how to intentionally bring it into everyday life instead of waiting for it to happen. I'm a passionate laughter yogi and Reiki healer who is on a mission of global joy, and my heartfelt desire, darling one, is that as we hang out together, you get to reignite your inner joy so you can make the most of your dance on this planet. So, without any further ado, let's dive in. Hey gorgeous souls, welcome back to season 2 of Live Your Best Life, where I'm bringing you the Festival Diaries. I am super lucky to be spending a ton of time on fields this summer, having a lot of fun. So the Festival Diaries just was waiting to be born. If you didn't catch episode 1, go and catch it now. It was all about mind, body, spirit, which is such an iconic wellness festival. So please do check it out if you haven't had a listen. This episode is all about the Big Retreat. Oh my word. Where to start? I was a Big Retreat first timer this year, and oh my goodness, it didn't disappoint. It was so magical, and it fully delivered with bells on. The Big Retreat is this beautiful, transformative 4-day adventure. It really is way beyond a festival. It is a retreat, and it's set in the absolutely really to die for, breathtaking Pembrokeshire Coast National Park. Oh my gosh, literally you enter there and it's like, big exhale. It's just the most magical setting. And yeah, from the minute you set foot inside the space, you can feel the energy of the land you're on. And I was there like late Saturday because I already was at Mind Body Spirit on the main stage earlier on the Saturday. So I hot footed it down to Wales and didn't have the full experience of the 4 days, and still felt I just felt the magic from when I entered there, you know. And when you're there, there's literally a wealth of wellness experiences for you to, yeah, just fully immerse in, that really they're designed to totally rejuvenate your mind, body, and spirit, whilst also teaching you how to look after yourself, others, the planet, all the things. I think there's over 300 experiences you can go to. So there quite literally is something for everything. You know, you can immerse yourself in things to do with nature. There's wild swimming, there's cooking demos, there are fitness classes, there are amazing talks, self-care workshops, yoga sessions, bushcraft, foraging, arts and craft. There's literally just an endless array. They've thought of everything, you know, and it's all around helping you to connect more deeply with yourself, your community, the environment, the people you go with, if you go with people. But, you know, equally, they've totally catered for people that choose to go solo, because many people go on retreats solo, right? So there's a solo traveler focus where, you know, people are intentionally brought together so they can connect with people to enjoy the experience with. So Like it really is. Like it really is a space for you to just be and do exactly what feels good, you know? And the sessions start from super early until into the early evening. And then the main stage comes alive. I mean, there's stuff in the day on the main stage, but then the main stage comes alive with music and movement. So we can like dance and sing and come together as a collective. And there's even this really beautiful area in the feel good field, which is where I was hosting my laughter yoga session. And it's called the Magic Teapot. And oh my gosh, it's amazing. They serve tea, beautiful. What's not to love? And basically, there's people on piano, there's people with different musical instruments like guitars, banjo, I think probably a ukulele, and you just sing, you know? And oh my gosh, it's like, it's just beautiful because you just go in there and everything, like all inhibitions go away, and we just come together as one. So on the Saturday night, you know, I we went from like dancing and singing to ABBA to then singing, you know, the Beatles, Elbow, like a wealth of amazing songs in this beautiful magic teapot, and then like just smiled our way to bed. Like it literally was, yeah, a festival to totally nourish your soul. Amber, who is the founder, you know, she has created a little slice of magic. Honestly, celebrating Amber and all the amazing souls that make this happen, because it's a place of beauty, it's a space of tranquility, and yeah, it was just such a joy to be part of it. So for this, the rest of this pod, I spoke to gorgeous festi wingwoman of mine, Jodi McLean, also known as the Embodied Woman. She was hosting some sessions in Xanadu, and she was helping create and curate Xanadu tent, which is in the Feel Good field this year. She also was a first timer like me, and she is converted and hooked. It didn't need to take a lot for us to fall in love with it, because it's just so beautifully designed. So I had a chance to chat to her, and I had a chance to talk to two fabulous duos, celebrating after they'd been part of my laughter yoga session, which was just, yeah, loved it, was incredible. And they came and had a gorgeous chat as a fabulous duo, two different groups of wonderful women. So, yeah, like have a listen and see what magic has been created. So I have got my delicious, gorgeous friend, Jodi McLean, here with me today at the Big Retreat. She has been an absolute legend this weekend, helping support the Xanadu 10. And Jodi, it's your first time at the Big Retreat, isn't it? Same as me. So I would love to know, like, how have you found it? What are your thoughts?
So, yeah, first time here, didn't wholly know what to expect, because festivals are so different, aren't they? But actually, from the minute I arrived, the staff, the volunteers, just absolutely beautiful, and it's got such a gorgeous vibe. And a big thing for me is I'm a non-drinker, so what I've found with this festival, it's like that's not been like a big scene, so it's really
Yeah.
beautiful that there was a lot of non-drinkers, and but that hasn't been like the main emphasis, as you know, some festivals are. So it's felt like a really chilled, really welcoming, like really inclusive vibe. I love it.
Yeah, and I love that you shared that, because I think that's an important piece, because anyone listening might be going, oh, you know, like, is it going to be like a, you know, a drink kind of thing? Is it going to be like sober? And it's like it's exactly what it needs to be.
Yeah.
And yeah, I love that you shared that. Thank you, my lovely. What's been your highlight so far?
So highlights, I think, as always, your sessions, I love them. They're just incredible. Like I can't get enough of laughter yoga. Being a presenter myself here this time has been fantastic. And oh my god, just Gok Wan has to get a little hands up from me.
Right.
You know, some really dirty old school house music. And ABBA last night, I mean, what the heck? They were insane. Like for a tribute band, they were insane. Yeah, we danced our little
we did dance our
titties off.
We danced our whatnots off. And you missed you had an earlier night than me, darling, didn't you? And you missed the magical teapot. Oh my gosh, that delivered. Tell me about the Xanadu tent, because it has been super popular.
Really has,
You've been presenting some absolutely orgasmically good sessions in there, quite literally. I even got mentioned by Dom Jolly, didn't it, in his talk, as did my session, but he called it happy yoga.
You've still not let that go, have you?
I haven't let it go. No, I still want to educate him around that. But yeah, tell us what have you been doing in the Xanadu tent?
Yeah, so this is the first year that the Xanadu tent has been in the Feel Good Field, and the Feel Good Field is exactly what it says on the tin.
Oh my God, isn't it?
It's all the fields.
Yes.
And the Xanadu tent's been a 18 plus tent, and we wanted to provide a space that was open for talks around sexuality, sensuality, and just bringing the conversations to the forefront. We've had some incredible presenters in there. We've had Polly Hazelwood, we've had Emma Sale. You know, these women are legends in their field. We've had Professor Joyce Harper, who I'm like just a little bit obsessed with. And so I've been doing a little bit of emceeing in there as well. And then on Saturday I was presenting the pleasure circuits. We're working with our breath and our energy to create a really beautiful, building that sexual energy.
Yeah.
And then yesterday I have facilitated a self-touch, which is one of my favourite play shops that I do. Self-touch and a little bit of emotional embodiment. And the vibe was so beautiful. Both sessions incredible. But we've been having to turn people away. It's like there's been queues. So it really reinforces how important the work in the sexuality field is.
Yes.
How at the forefront of people's minds, you know, so many incredible people turning up and sharing very vulnerably about their sex life and lack of. And, you know, wanting to change things, you know. And I think that those conversations, and what we really tried to do was kind of build this kind of like building up for a sort of climatic and then bringing it back down. So there's been a very beautiful flow to the sessions that are being presented there.
Oh yeah, and I like, if anyone could actually see, your face is like telling it all. She's like grinning from ear to ear. And isn't that amazing that the Big Retreat has provided a space like that? Because I've been to lots of festivals over the last couple of years and I haven't seen anything quite like it. So I feel that this retreat, that festival specifically, is pretty special. You know, what would you say? Like, obviously we're both first timers here, aren't we? And like, I'm a convert, I know you are, and we'd love to be back again next year. What would you say to anyone that's listening that's thinking about coming, but you know, isn't sure about, like, say, coming on their own, or, you know, like, is it right for them, and will they find the things they love? Like, what would you say, having like been in those shoes this year of like, being here for the first time?
So I rocked up on Friday on my own. My husband met me early Saturday morning, so I was here Friday night, and I just got in the middle of it. I went and did Kirtan, which kind of really set the tone for the whole weekend. Got down to Gok Wan, met a few incredible humans who were just like, come dance with us. I was right at the front, felt 19 again, and all was good. So they do the solo travellers meetup as well, both Friday and Saturday night, which is amazing because you get an opportunity to meet other people who are travelling alone. And also my husband brought our 9-year-old son, who has autism, so this is a big thing for him to come to a space like this, and he's had a great time. Like, he's tried some new things, he's got involved, but there's loads for the kids to do as well, which is brilliant. So it isn't just kind of like adult focused. It's like a real range of activities for everyone to get involved.
I love that. So it's literally, you can do what goes with your flow, right? So there's an absolute wealth of stuff to do here, isn't there? You know, and you can do a ton of it, or a little pick and mix, you know. And like you say, there's stuff for adults, there's stuff for like specifically for adults, right?
Adults only.
And you're juicy. And I love that. It's like adults only, but that's so important, right? And there's stuff for the kids, so it delivers on every level. So I'm sure, like, you're like me going, yes, let's bring it on back next year. And the space itself, isn't like the setting amazing? I think you arrive here and it's like,
Yeah, you take a deep inhale, but when you come down that first time and when you get to see the view of the sea, you can see the main stage and the sea. And we took a late night walk down to the sea one night as well. It's just beautiful. Yeah, you can be as involved as you want to be,
Yes.
and there's space just to
Yes.
go and take yourself off and have some space and time, which is beautiful.
I mean, it does what it says on the tin, doesn't it?
100%.
It is the big retreat.
Yeah.
You know, and this is the thing in retreat spaces. It's like being able to do you, isn't it? And follow what you feel like really cool too. Yeah, I love that. So to finish off with laughter yoga, I know you came to both of the sessions for bits of, didn't you?
Yeah.
So like what did you love about the energy of the spaces? Because I just think there was real magic in those spaces in both those sessions, wasn't there? What kind of really spoke to you?
I think that on your first session, so on Sunday, it was really interesting. I know you speak to this when you do your sessions, how laughter can bring up emotion. Actually, for me, there was some tears, there was laughter, lots of laughter, but there was tears as well. And it's being okay with and not necessarily needing to understand the why, you know, okay, so there's some emotion coming up here and there's some tears. Can I just let it flow? Can I let it be held? And connecting with other people in such a beautiful way. And I mean, every time I do laughter yoga with you, I'm like, my cheeks just hurt. So yeah, that should definitely come with a warning, I think.
It should, shouldn't it?
And then an absolute highlight for me today was bringing my son into that space. There was a lot of people in the space. But I think he was very intrigued by it because we do some of the clapping stuff that you've shown me in the past. We do that together at home, and he came in and he sat, and just to see him like giggling and laughing was incredible. Like my heart was just like broken open. So thank you for that. Very special.
That's so special. What you shared around that, and you know, and like he left when he felt like he needed to, and that's really important, isn't it? That you know, like come for whatever feels good. You'll get what you need. And you know, and then just take the joy with you and share it in all the places you go. So yeah, I love that you shared that. Thank you, my darling.
You're very welcome.
It's always great to festival with you, my love. I can't wait for. I need to think about what our next one is. I can't wait for more, as I know there will be many more. So if you're interested in the big retreat, like do go check it out, and give Jodi a little follow because she'll be doing lots more magic in many places.
Definitely.
And we're bringing it back next year with more bells on.
Joy and the pleasure are back.
Joy and pleasure. What's not? I feel a retreat in the making, darling, don't you? Anyway, thank you so much, my love.
Thank you as always, darling.
As always, just gorgeous. Lots of love, darling. So we have just had the most delicious experience, haven't we, in the feel good tent at the Big Retreat Festival in Wales. Ladies, you brought incredible energy. I would love to know, what did you think laughter yoga was going to be before you came in?
I thought we were going to be lying down, doing a bit of breathing and a little bit of laughter. Wasn't even sure if you were going to throw a few jokes in there or not. It wasn't quite what I was expecting.
Well, I was going to say, was it what you expected?
No. I was expecting to be having to do some weird yoga moves, and it wasn't that at all. It was great.
And I was expected to be told to be quiet and like laugh a little bit, but then be serious.
Discreet British laughter.
The actual permission to just go, well, you know, you laughed and you laughed it out, and everybody responded a bit differently.
Yeah,
that was amazing.
Yeah. What did you find the most kind of freeing about the experience, would you say? Most kind of liberating?
Just the energy and the lack of self-consciousness. You could just belly laugh, and everyone was doing the same. And then just when you'd calm down, somebody else would start off and set you off again.
Yeah. And I think looking around as well and seeing other people, because when you do it yourself, it like peters out, but when you turn round,
somebody else is still
you could see everybody doing it, and it was proper. Even though you said in the beginning, like, you can just laugh, and then you almost fake it till you make it, but you turn around and people were properly like,
laughter, wasn't
like
it?
really,
yeah. And it was when you saw the odd sort of like self-conscious person who wasn't laughing, that was even funnier.
And the people sat in the didgeridoo tent,
oh my God,
who had their eyes shut, and we were doing the milkshake and going, woo, through the tent.
I could see them just sitting there like, zoned out, their eyes shut. Shake, cheek.
But you know, they would have felt the energy.
wasn't
They
it?
would have felt the energy, and this is the thing, isn't it? It carries through. I would love to know, like, how would you describe how you felt at the end? You know, what do you think shifted?
Oh God, a lot more lighter, released, if that's the right
Yeah.
word. Energetic. And this is going to sound daft, but I've really suffered with my knees.
Right.
Less pain. That sounds weird,
No,
doesn't it?
no.
Less pain.
Because, I mean, honestly, there are so many benefits to laughter yoga, and in a session like that, I want you to really experience it.
Yeah.
But it does aid pain relief,
Yeah.
right? Because
Definitely.
of what we're doing. You know, we increase the blood flow. Like, we're really thinking about how much oxygen we're getting in our body. So I've had people come to my sessions with a bit of sciatica, and they finish at the end and they go, it's gone. So, you know,
Yeah.
it's not a silly thing. It's like, it's a really powerful thing. And actually, that's great. So think about what you did that helped you with your knees. Think about the practice, or choose one of the ones you liked and do that and see how that helps.
3 o'clock in the morning going,
I,
you're going to be like that. Going, what's going on?
I love it. How did you feel at the end?
Lighter. I felt quite sort of light coming into it because I generally am a bit of a laughy person anyway. But I think it was the expectation of not having to get to a certain point or do a certain thing, and not knowing what that was going to be. So the freedom to just have no end goal in a way, because there wasn't one. You were like, well, you know, we're going to freestyle it.
Yeah.
So it's feeling the confidence to just do that and not being self-conscious. So that was just really freeing to.
Yeah, I love that. And think about where else that can then ripple in other areas of your life, right? It's just like, just permission to be, permission to feel, permission to be free.
And against everything that probably you've always been told and conditioned to.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a certain set of standards. But I think as well, it was just being in that moment, wasn't it? Being fully in that moment.
Not thinking of anything
Not thinking
else.
anything else.
Yeah.
Nothing else. Not what's going on next. Not what you're having for tea. Not if your tent's still there. It was
Yeah.
just being there in that moment, wasn't
As it gone down the
As the
estuary.
wind starts.
But they're all the things that make us human, right? It's okay for us to have this like constant thing going on, but isn't it amazing that we can find somewhere where that gives us that inner peace and that calm and that presence and that grounding? I'd love to know, to wrap up, like, what would you say to someone who hasn't experienced laughter yoga?
Absolutely do it.
I'm going to go.
Don't think about it, just go. Just go.
No, I'd say, now come along, but you're going to have to be quiet. And I watch the face when you get in there, and everyone picks up. Right, it's a very quiet session.
Oh, I love it. Ladies, thank you so much for sparing the time. It's been an absolute joy to share this with you, and an absolute joy to hear your feedback. Enjoy the rest of your festival.
Thank you
so much.
Okay, so it just falls out, doesn't it? So we've just been sharing some laughter yoga in the Feel Good tent at the Big Retreat, and it's been a lot of fun, hasn't it, ladies?
Oh, yeah.
I would love to know, what were the thoughts going through your head before the session was starting?
I thought it might take a while for people to warm up, so I thought it might start a bit quiet and then people sort of loosen up. But that didn't happen because everyone just started laughing straight away. So it really, it was really different to how I thought it would be.
Yeah.
I mean, people got engaged really quickly.
Yeah.
You know, there was lots of laughter in that room.
Yeah. There was a ton of laughter.
Yeah.
I always find with festivals, people do come really open, but everyone brought it for that session, didn't they? It was very, very high energy. I'd love to know, out of the exercises that we did, they might have all gone out of your head now, we've gone out of the experience, but was there one that particularly spoke to you, that you particularly enjoyed?
I liked the ho 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 ha ha ha.
Yeah.
And very good, yeah. Yay. And I will use that at home.
Oh,
I definitely
amazing.
will.
Yeah.
I loved it all. The conga just made me laugh so much. Just going around that room. I mean, who doesn't love a conga anyway? But a laughing conga was just brilliant. And then at the end, the laughing meditation, I just couldn't stop laughing.
Yeah.
So it's almost like it built up to a crescendo for me. I was crying.
Yeah, I was going
with
to say it was
laughter.
tears, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was just amazing. So yeah, 2 standout moments for me. Really.
Yeah, the laughter conga, like I shared with you in it, I hadn't kind of like intended to bring it in, and I just looked at all of you guys and you would bring such beautiful energy, and I was like, you know, I read the room and I was like, they would be up for a laughter conga, and there was just such a magical kind of celebratory energy about it, wasn't there? And like you say, with the laughter meditation, it just builds up, and it's like, and what I kind of look on at that part is, it's like anything else that still needs to shift, like this is the invitation, this is the time, and I think probably what did exacerbate it was Ruby Wax walking in.
Yes, I thought I was hallucinating, and then I thought I'd laughed all my laughter, and it just kept coming and kept coming and kept coming, and I just got to the point where I couldn't stop. It was brilliant.
Oh, so at the end of the session, like if you could think of the words that came up to describe how you're feeling, or like the energy you felt, and what do you think was most alive for you?
Like, part of me felt utterly exhausted,
right,
because I just laughed so much, but in just a fantastic way, just a really happy, joyful exhaustion. Like I'd just done something amazing and I'd released all this fantastic energy, and I actually haven't stopped grinning. And it's been half an hour.
I can see, yeah.
I've just got this fixed grin on my face. So yeah, I just feel just incredibly joyful.
Yeah, I love that.
Same. Feel very energized, and I just think I'll be smiling all night. And I'm hoping we'll get other people smiling through us smiling.
Yes,
that helps.
Do you know, like I shared it in the session, bringing the energy from the Laughter Yoga tent out into the festival, like people feel it, and like you're saying, you're grinning, like you can really see it, and people will feed off that energy. I'd love to know, is this your first time at the Big Retreat? Have you been before? Or it is,
time.
Yeah?
I came last year.
Yeah.
I'm already booked for next year.
Are you? So tell me, what is it? Because people listening to this might be going, oh, I want a bit of laughter yoga. Oh, I want a bit of the Big Retreat. Like, what is it that you love about the Big Retreat?
It's the friendliest little festival, and it's probably the smallest festival I've been to, but it's so friendly. And even before the laughter session, I mean, I've had so many lovely conversations with people, just chatting to all sorts of people. And it's just got such a great vibe. And there's actually a lot of different things to do. Today we've been singing, we've been to yoga, we've been laughing, live music, Ruby Wax, talking. So what an amazing variety in a beautiful, beautiful setting.
Yeah.
Rain or shine.
Yeah. Yeah, we were dancing in the rain last night. It was brilliant.
Same here.
Brilliant.
Yeah. What is it that you love about it? Because you were here last year, and you booked again, and you're
for
here.
For me, it's time out from the normal, and I think it's good to reset yourself and go back. And I do feel as if I go back more energized. My mind's more focused, and I think you get caught up in life, and your life is so busy. You've not got time for you.
Yeah.
This is my time for me.
Yeah.
So
I love that. And I think it's a really important thing to share, isn't it? Because I think so often we don't allow ourselves the space to just be, and to just reset and have time on our own, or time with other people that maybe we haven't spent time with, and just like that, just take a breath, because like you say, life is busy. So this is where coming to really beautiful spaces with a wealth, I mean, like you say, there is a ton of stuff, there literally is something for everyone, isn't there? So yeah, taking that time, we often don't give ourselves permission. So yeah, I love that. To any people, this is like the final little wrap up, to any people that have never done laughter yoga, what would you say about whether they're thinking of dipping their toe in?
There's nothing better than laughter. We just don't do it often enough. You know, it releases so many endorphins, makes you feel good. We shouldn't need to do laughter yoga to do it, but people don't laugh enough.
And don't feel inhibited. It's just so infectious. You look around the room, and everyone laughing just makes you laugh more, and everybody just joins in. So don't worry about sort of making a fool of yourself or something. It's just fantastic. And I would just recommend it now to everyone.
Yeah. Oh, amazing. Like let laughter be the guide, let joy be your teacher, and you just kind of fall in, don't you?
Yeah.
So yeah, I love
Yeah.
it. Ladies, you've been amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Just how delicious was that, listening to people's experiences of the big retreat. And honestly, everyone I spoke to over the weekend had such incredible passion for this weekend, and really were just sharing from their heart and soul how much they've loved being here and what is on offer, and what the weekend has meant to them. It's like a proper reset. Outside of the conversation Jodi and I had for this podcast, we had many of a conversation sharing how much fun we were having and how much this weekend has meant to us and how we found something pretty special. So we both feel really privileged to have been hosting here. I absolutely loved sharing my talk in the Ganesh tent, and honestly, the beautiful shares that people were expressing and felt safe to share it was so moving, and like instantly we created this like really beautiful space, and it just shows that like these deeper conversations are so needed and are so valuable and valued. It was a real pleasure to share all of my sessions, and all the sessions delivered something that kind of like gave me goosebumps or like really touched my heart and soul. Both my laughter yoga workshops, although that's like a different delivery and different energy to the talk, whoa, it goes deep. It really goes deep. It's a real invitation to like take off the mask, like strip back the layers, and just set yourself free. So that can bring like big cathartic release. It can bring tears. It can bring joy. It can bring, like that big exhale. So I'm so deeply grateful for every single soul that came to every space that I hosted in over the weekend, because, like I said to them, we've created magic. You are the magic. Someone said, you're the magician. I was like, but you're the magic. You are the magic. And I think sometimes we forget that in our busy lives, in our often over thinking and over complicated lives, right? We can forget that we are the magic. So coming to spaces like the big retreat, we get to strip everything back. Yeah. And we put pause on a ton of stuff, and we just go, I'm back. I'm arrived, I'm home, and we do it by allowing ourselves to be held and seen in the spaces that we go to and in the energy that we bring. On my last session on the Sunday, one of the ladies, when we were like 10 minutes in, because I get people to share during it, and she went, I've come here by mistake. And it was just so beautiful and so perfect, because, like she came by mistake. It wasn't where she meant to go. Like she took a wrong turn in the feel good field and ended up in the wrong tent. But it turns out, right, she was exactly where she was meant to be, because sometimes a wrong turn is the right turn, and she had the most incredible time, and like if we're open and curious, we can take ourselves to places and spaces where we can be surprised and delighted. So I love that she shared that. It was so beautiful and so powerful, and it would have helped somebody else who maybe wasn't there by mistake but was there with a little bit of apprehension, you know, or a little bit of pushing out the comfort zone, you know. So I love shares like that. And another, like my final highlight, I've got to share, is on Saturday when we were doing, not on the Saturday, on the Sunday when we were doing the laughter meditation. So it was my first laughter yoga workshop there. We in laughter meditation, it's just free flow. Like, it's a real place where you get that final cathartic release. So if you've been holding on to something, it's a real invitation to let something go. And people sit, they lie, they have their eyes open, they have their eyes closed, they do whatever feels good. It's always led by you and what feels good. And who should pop her head through the door and start videoing but Ruby Wax? Oh my word. The energy ramped up. I was trying to beckon her in because, like, you know, as the host, and the invitation for anyone else taking part is we don't speak because it's a meditation. So I'm beckoning her in with my body, with my arms, to like just come and experience it. But she was due at another session, but she came, she felt the energy, our energy amplified. And yeah, you know, again, I imagine she was surprised and delighted by something that maybe she's not experienced before. And you know, this is the thing, even if you have experienced it before, with all these practices and modalities, every experience is a new experience, right? Even if we've experienced it before, we get to feel it in a different way. It gets to, you know, it gets to like create a different reaction. We get to respond to it in a different way. So yeah, that was an utter highlight and a treat. And, you know, like one day soon, I hope that Ruby Wax comes and joins us for the whole session and shares part of the magic and gets to be a co-creator of the collective magic, because it's a thing of beauty. So if you were at the Big Retreat, I would love to hear what your experiences were. If you were in my sessions, I would absolutely love to hear how you found the sessions. And if you haven't been before, check it out. It's Bank Holiday Weekend 2026. It's 4 days of just nurturing, nourishing, community, connection, celebration, all the things that get to feed your soul and light up your heart. And yeah, come back to yourself. It's a homecoming. So please do check it out. And if you are looking for something sooner and you would love to gift yourself a nourishing wellness retreat, then look no further than Relight Your Fire, my Portugal retreat that's happening 28th of October till the 2nd of November. I'm co-hosting with the amazing Samantha Stone. We will be bringing you deep transformation. We will be bringing you yoga, laughter yoga, movement, Reiki, and so much more. We've got the most incredible space. So if it's calling you, come and play. And yeah, just give yourself that opportunity to reset, reclaim, release, and just come relate. We're not editing here. We're just going with the flowage, but come and relight that fire. You know, it's a space to just come as you are and leave how you want to be. So I've loved bringing you this episode. The next episode is going to be all about my next festival, which is the incredible Wellnergy. So looking forward to sharing with you on the next time. Thank you so much, gorgeous soul, for listening to this episode of Live Your Best Laugh. I hope you love listening to it as much as I did creating it. It really is such a joy to share this with you. It would be amazing if you could share the love and tell your friends to have a listen too. And I would be super grateful if you could follow and subscribe to live your best love so you'll never miss an episode, and rate or review the podcast. In the meantime, darling one, remember how incredible you are and keep noticing those pockets of joy.